Hey, it's Drybear. And we need to talk about the latest sensation, a banana. See, if you were to look at the overall concurrent users right now on Steam, one of the hottest, most well-played game on Steam right now is a game simply titled Banana. And it is actually 100% not what you think, and is probably not even considered a game. But today, let's talk about what's going on with Banana and why it currently has 571,000 people with the game actually open. Putting it in league with games like Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, PUBG Battlegrounds, Apex Legends, Naraka, Elden Ring just before the DLC. It's basically like five times the amount of Elden Ring, or 4 times the amount of Elden Ring right now on Steam are people playing Banana. So what is Banana? What is this game? Well, this game is actually free to play. You can just get it and play it if you like, and it looks like this. This is the entire game. It has a banana, and then it has a number. And when you click the banana, the number goes up. And every time you click this banana, there is a very small, minute chance that you will get an item on Steam, a cosmetic item that you can't even equip to your banana, that adds into your inventory. And so what's happening right now is, because it's such a simple game, and yes, you can script this if you want. If you want to add a auto script to do this, to click it, there's no downside to that. You can just have it running, clicking and increasing your chance of dropping a banana. Now, most of the banana cosmetics that come from this game that are real items on the Steam marketplace will be about 3 cents, or 3 cents in your normal currency wherever you are in the world. However, there are some extremely rare banana skins inside of Banana, the game, that do sell for more. See, if you go to the community market, and even if you don't even go to Banana, if we just go to the regular community market and just look for the community items in here, one of the highest recommended games, if you go to the landing page and you come down to the browse by game, the #1 item on here is Banana. So you click on Banana and you have all of these different skins that can drop when you're clicking the banana. The Space Nana is one of them. The 10K Nana Celebration Event Nana. There's an Amazing Horse Nana that looks like a horse, and it's like the Amazing Horse, Give It a Lick, It's Amazing cartoon. And there's all these different kinds of nanas, and the dev is just putting in all these different banana skins into the game that you can collect. Now, like I said, most of these are like a couple cents. Some of these are up to 31 cents. However, if we were to sort by price so that we can see the amount of bananas and how high they go, some of these are going well over $500 to $1,000, which means that, say you were to get the Cryptic Nana, if you were to click on the Cryptic Nana and click the banana and get this skin, it's currently selling for $755. In fact, not only are there 6 for sale, there are 517 buy requests, which means that if you have this item, you can just sell to these people that are preemptively requesting the Cryptic Nana skin before they even buy it. They just said, if you have it, I will buy it for this price instantly. This is what they're selling it for. It's $500, $243, $170 for all of these. So if you happen to click the banana and a Cryptic Nana skin pops up and goes into your inventory, you can sell it on Steam for anywhere from $500 to $800 right now. And some of these skins are actually selling for upwards of $1,000 to $1,500. I think there was one that went for like $1,450 already. So the price of these is going up and up. And so this is kind of like a social experiment from the outside looking in, just to see what things people would be willing to do. And if you think about it logically or pragmatically, it's something that you can put on your computer or your second monitor, and you can have it run just like a Bitcoin farmer, and just over time just let it run, and maybe you get lucky and maybe you get a couple $100 from this for the people that are buying it. And on the flip side, there are people that are collectors. I mean, this happened with NFTs, this happens with fine art, this happens all the time, where value is the value of something is usually the value that people put into it, right? Most value is perceived anyway. And so if there is a rare item, regardless of how rare it is, right? If you have a potato chip that looks like Elvis Presley, then you could sell that for $10,000, even though really it's just an old, smelly potato chip. And so the value they put into that collection is what they're getting out of Banana. And so when you think about it, the 500,000 people that are playing Banana right now aren't actually playing it. In fact, I would probably argue that no one has played this game because it's not really a game. If you think about game design and game development in general, even sports as games, generally games have to have an objective that can be accomplished and usually have blockers or some kind of obstacle that prevent you from getting that objective. And I guess in this case, the objective is getting a skin and the obstacle is the random chance of you getting it. So maybe it does qualify as a game, but in general, you're just clicking a banana hoping for some money back. Now, how can I tell that these aren't people playing this? If you look at any game or any CCU graph of anything that people are playing at the time, it doesn't look like this. You usually can discern between games that have a lot of bots in them and games that have a lot of players because the graph of the active players by time, especially if you do 24 or 48-hour windows, is going to be sinusoidal. It goes up because people are awake and it goes down because people are asleep. And so you have that kind of process there. Anytime you have a game that is a little bit more flat, this happens a lot with MMOs. When Lost Ark had a major bot problem or still has a major bot problem, you can see that their daily average users, their daily concurrent starts to flatten out a bit because bots don't ever log off. They don't go to sleep. They don't have to sleep. They're not even people. Unless you want to get into Detroit Become Human arguments there. But this is obviously just people leaving the game open, or because this game doesn't require a lot of processing power, right? So if I go to my task manager and I look at Banana, it's currently using 0 or 0.1% of CPU. It is using 90 megs of memory, no disk, and no network because it's all local anyways. And so literally this thing has no overhead whatsoever, which means that lots of computers that run lots of bots can very easily have thousands of instances of Banana up. Now, it is one per Steam account, which means all of these bot networks have to have multiple Steam accounts. Steam accounts are free, and they've been getting around this for centuries. But on top of that, they can have 2,000 Banana games going simultaneously, all of them auto bot scripting. I mean, this is set to 1 millisecond. I could set this bot to be even lower and just have it spam click, and all of those are collecting at once, which means if you're just sitting there, you know, if with the bot off and you're just clicking it yourself, your chances of getting any kind of value return is pretty low. If you start automating the process, which there's no restriction or overhead, no regulation on that right now. It's just a Banana game. You can just click it here. If you have thousands of these programs running at once, your chance of getting one of these expensive bananas goes up astronomically and actually starts to become a little bit more reasonable. And if you ask many people today if they knew that Bitcoins were going to become $17,000 per Bitcoin, then they had a chance to mine it on their phone or on their computer back in the day, they probably would have, because it's just free real estate. It's free money. It's free value here. So that's what's happening. And it's kind of interesting to see not only people reacting to this and having people show up on the numbers and appear and become part of this, or actually show off that they're doing this. The fact that we can even get Banana to show up in the top 5. There are twice as many people right now with Banana open, but there's instances of Banana open on a computer than there are people playing Apex Legends in general. Like, that's just where we're at right now. And so there's just also some, legality questions and some regulation questions on the side of Steam and Valve of, is this something that should be allowed? Should this still be counting all the instances of this game showing up, since this is definitely 1 billion% not 660,000 real people with hands that are playing the game. So we have all that there. Now, as is volatile markets, this could go up and down. Like, we could actually see a drastic rise. Maybe the sad hamster Banana shoots up to $10,000 one day and then jumps back down. Maybe it doesn't. Some of these lower ones might jump up or go down as well. I mean, even if if you were just left this Banana thing up while you're at work or at school or you're out with friends and you got a dog Nana and you sold it for $30, that would just be $30 you got essentially without having to put any effort into it. And that is another interesting topic, because the developer is someone who's benefiting from this as well. We don't know how many of these bananas have been circulated by the dev. Obviously, if you're someone who owns the game and published it on Steam, you could very easily put these items into your inventory and sell them on the market. I'm actually not sure what kind of specific regulations there are around those. I mean, on the games I've worked on before, you obviously can add and remove items as much as you want, but those sales are watched and regulated a little bit by Valve and some of the people that are, watching those kinds of transactions going through. So could the developer be throwing banana skins into his inventory, transferring it to another account, and then selling it on the marketplace to gain money, since the game itself has no actual cost? It's free to play. It could just be one of the simplest, most low effort scams for making money anyone has seen in the last 5-10 years, of just being able to just create dark matter nana and sell it for $2. And if you get a bunch of these, you could very easily do it. Now, he could even add more content to this. Special events, giveaways, unique banana events, putting any more than the minimum amount of effort on this just to see if you could get a skin out of it. But this is just actually ridiculous to see that something like this can actually happen in real time and make record charts on the CCU. And it's going to be interesting to see how regulations change after something like this. It's generally a little bit looser on that front because, obviously they did make a game that people are playing, and how do you count bots versus not? Maybe it gets pulled down onto CCU at the lower part, but how do you determine, me right now scripting a click on this banana, how do you determine that I am a bot or not versus someone else is on? You have to put logging into the actual game itself that you download. You'd have to see if there's any injections, how people are clicking. It gets a lot hairier understanding whether people are real people clicking bananas or if they're a robot clicking bananas. So let me know what you think about the latest sensation banana down below. If you found value in today's video, leave a like down below, leave a comment for the algorithm to help this video get seen by more people, and don't forget to check out my other channels for other content and other stuff and other things.